Replacement Fire?
Hi, is that Westminster Police Department?
This is Westminster Police Department. How can I help you?
Yeah, hello. I wonder if you could help me. I'm looking for a maybe a sergeant or a captain or someone higher up in the chain of command.
Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm sorry. Say that again?
Yeah, my name's James Russell.
Okay.
I'm calling from London in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
And I'm looking to speak to a sergeant, a lieutenant or a captain, somebody that's in command at the moment.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you are looking for Westminster, Colorado in the United States.
Correct.
Okay, and what is this in reference to?
It's within reference to a gentleman that's been held in prison at the moment.
Okay, we don't have a jail here.
Yeah, I know. I've spoken to the jail and they told me to come to you, so I've come to you.
Okay. Okay, so but can you give me more of it, what it's in reference to, other than someone being in jail?
Okay, someone's First Amendment rights being violated.
Someone's civil rights are being violated, you said?
Yeah, First Amendment constitutional rights have been violated.
Okay. By the jail or why he was in jail?
Does it matter? At the end of the day,
yes,
the
it
point.
Does matter,
Right. Okay. Let me make this matter to you. Somebody's First Amendment rights under the Constitution of the United States were violated by the Westminster Police Department, and I would like to speak to someone with regards to that.
Okay, so then you want to make a complaint?
If I have to, yeah, I'll make a complaint, but it's irrelevant.
Okay.
I'd like to speak.
Do you know where this incident took place at?
Yeah, in Denver, Colorado.
Okay, do you know where in Westminster, Colorado?
Yeah, in Westminster, Denver, Colorado.
Okay, do you know where in Westminster? Do you have an address or a cross street?
No, I don't have any of that. All I want to do is speak to a police officer, or somebody that can answer my questions, because I'm a member of the media. Yeah, I'm calling from FD Media in the UK. We are a UK journalist site, and we're following up on an incident that happened in Westminster, Colorado, with regards to somebody expressing their rights to freedom of expression.
That's fine, but I need to be able to pull the call. So can I have, what is your first name?
James.
What is it?
James.
Can you spell your first name?
James.
And your last name?
Russell, common spelling.
And did you say your first name is James?
Correct.
And what is the phone number that I see? And I don't think they're going to be able to call you back, considering it's long distance. What is the number for you?
Well, if you've got my number and you can't call me back, then, you know, I can hear the guy in the background telling you what to say. Yeah, I'm not dumb.
First of all,
yeah?
that's the police video. That's not an officer telling me what to say to you.
Right. Well, I can hear someone instructing you in the background, telling you what to say to me. So let's get this started straight off the bat. Straight off the bat. Yeah?
James, hold on just a second. Hey, are you there?
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay, I am going to try and get you over to my commander. So stay on the phone.
Thank you.
Commander Beren, how can I help you?
Hello, sorry to bother you. My name's James Russell. I'm calling from FD Media in the United Kingdom.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, what was your name again?
How can I help you?
Commander?
Commander Beren? Commander Beren?
How do you spell that? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
B-E-R-E-N.
B-E-R-B-N. Okay, thank you. I'm just wanted to ask a few questions with regards to recent arrest and detainment of a gentleman by the name of Eric Brandt.
Say again?
I wanted to ask some questions with regards to the recent detainment and imprisonment of a gentleman called Eric Brandt.
Okay.
Right, okay. He was arrested and sentenced to 90 days for sidewalk chalk.
Okay.
Okay. Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that gentleman or not?
Yes, I'm aware of it, Mr. Brandt. I'm aware that he was just sentenced to jail by one of our municipal judges, but I don't know what the actual charge was.
The charge was sidewalk chalk.
Okay.
Okay. I would also ask you to ask, you know, and I appreciate that, you know, you didn't sentence him, the judge did, so I appreciate you don't have a comment on that, unless you do.
No, I don't have any comment on it. I don't know enough to talk about it.
Right, that's fair enough. Also, recently, a Westminster police officer was jailed for 90 days for raping a woman.
Correct.
Right, okay. So, do you have any comment on the fact that somebody could be jailed for 90 days for sidewalk chalk and another member of the police service could be given 90 days for raping somebody?
Yes, James. That incident involving that officer, he was an on-duty Westminster officer. It occurred while he was on duty. Actual crime occurred in the city of Broomfield, Colorado.
Okay.
Broomfield, we turned the investigation over.
Sorry, how are you spelling that? Broomfield?
Broomfield? It's just like Broom, B-R-O-O-M-F-I-E-L-D.
Thank you, yep, okay.
City and County of Broomfield. And they investigated it. They filed charges through the Adams County District Attorney's Office. The Adams County District Attorney's Office accepted charges, and how they came up with the plea agreement, I have no idea.
Okay, I'm not asking about the plea agreement.
Excuse me?
I'm not asking about the plea agreement and how that went through, because that's between the DA and his lawyers, and obviously the police department.
Right.
Right, okay.
I can tell you that the officer was terminated. I was not part of any part of the investigation, so everything I know is secondhand. Okay,
so the officer was terminated?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and
he was put on leave the day that we received the information, and he never came back to work after that.
Which is probably about right, isn't it, really?
It's about what?
Well, that should be right, really. We can't have police officers going around raping people, can we?
Absolutely.
Right, okay.
We dealt with it immediately and harshly and turned it over to another agency so it would have, we were as transparent as we could be.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. And I'm not being hostile towards you in any manner or shape or form. What I'd like to know is how is one man's right to sidewalk chalk and express his First Amendment rights, you know, lock him up for 90 days, and a police officer rapes a woman and gets 90 days? How do we square that? How do we square that circle?
That's our judicial system. So that's way above my head, way above my pay grade. That boils down to city prosecutors, public defenders, and the judges. Okay.
Let me do this. I'm just doing this from a as a journalist, as a member of the public in the UK. I have a nephew, I have nieces, I have sister-in-law, I have members of my family, my mother, my aunties, my uncles. What I'd like you don't have to express your opinion if you don't wish to. What I'd like to express my issue with is if I had two people in front of me and one was expressing their First Amendment right to freedom of speech by chalking on the sidewalk, got 90 days in prison, and another one was a member of the police service that was given 90 days for rape. How do we square that circle, in your opinion?
You know, I'm going to refrain from getting involved in the situation. I really don't have a comment on that. I don't know if our public information officers will comment on it. It's certainly something that I would need to forward to our public information officers, because we have officers that handle these types of inquiries and deal with the media and those type of things. So I would have no comment on that.
Okay, I'm not pushing you. I'm not pushing you for a comment. I'm just saying, take yourself away from being a police officer for 1 second, and I'll take myself away from being a journalist for 1 second, and let's look at this as individuals, you know, as members of the public. Because you're a member of the public when you're out of uniform, and I'm a member of the public when I'm not doing my duty as a journalist.
Right.
So we have to kind of square this circle a little bit. As a member of the public, you know, can you square those two circles? 90 days for sidewalk chalk, and 90 days for rape. How do we square that circle as a society?
Well, that's where we got to get our judicial system on board. I don't know the inner workings of why he got the deal that he had. I'm assuming there's a lot more behind it. Maybe there was evidence issues. I don't know. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It doesn't compare. It does not compare.
It's a bit of a tough, and I'm struggling professionally and personally to square that circle, because personally, and I'm talking personally now, I'm not talking in my official capacity as a journalist, but personally, I'm really struggling with that. 90 days for rape. I struggle with that. And also I do struggle with 90 days imprisonment for sidewalk chalk, which is a First Amendment right. So I'm struggling with that. So, and I'm not busting your balls or anything like that, don't get me wrong. And I appreciate to a certain capacity you're not allowed to sort of, you know, express your opinions because your opinions is outside of your professional capacity. So outside of your professional, as a human being, one human being to another, how do we go about squaring that circle? 90 days for rape and 90 days for First Amendment violations.
What I would recommend you do is that the state of Colorado has an Open Records Act.
Okay.
I would request the reports on both cases and make sure that you have all the facts. There may be something in there that will help explain why there was such a deal cut on the actual sexual assault. I don't know, but I think you need to start there, and so you know all the facts known for the investigation and through the district attorney's office. That may answer some questions for you, may not, I don't know.
Yeah, I did try to do some investigations with regards to the district attorney's office, and I came up blank on that. But, I mean, let's be honest, I'm not going to cut hairs with you on this one. But, you know, it's 90 days for sidewalk chalk and 90 days for rape. I don't need to do any more investigation than that, because those were the sentences given by the court. However those courts came to that agreement, you know, it's pretty shocking that somebody can be given 90 days for expressing their First Amendment rights with sidewalk chalk, and somebody can get 90 days for raping a woman.
Right.
Regardless of how they came to those you know, it's kind of, I'm not saying it's irrelevant, I'm just saying it's pretty shocking that those two crimes, so-called crimes, one of which isn't a crime because it's a First Amendment right to express your freedom of speech. I don't believe freedom of speech is governed under rape laws, is it?
You know, it's something that I can't answer your questions on. You'd have to go directly through the courts.
Okay.
But I just can't help you out with that.
Okay, then.
You're not the only person that feels this way, for sure.
Yeah, and I appreciate your help, and I appreciate you being cordial and having a conversation with me, because it is a bit of a difficult one, and I appreciate your position as a professional. You know, you kind of have to do your due diligence and make sure that you kind of converse with me in a professional manner. I appreciate your support in that matter. Can I just get your name again, because I think I've spelt it wrong. Sorry, I'm terrible at spelling. For a journalist, I'm terrible at spelling.
Last name is B-E-R-E-N.
B-E-R-E-N. Bern. Okay, sorry, Bern. And it's sorry, you corporal or sergeant? I didn't.
Commander.
Commander. And you're with
Westminster Police Department.
Westminster Police Department. Okay. And your badge number is
906.
906. Okay. I'd like to thank you for your time in this matter, Commander Byrne.
All right. You're welcome.
And I just, you know, I'm really struggling with this. So, but I appreciate your support and your help, and I appreciate you answering my questions. And I'll go from there, and I'll contact the DA, and we'll go from there. But I just wanted you to let you know that there's lots of other people around the world that are following Eric Brandt's situation, and we will continue to do so, because it is a matter of the free press, and we all have a right to a free press in every free country in the world.
Correct, as we should.
As we should. Okay. As Eric Brandt would say, have a happy fuck the cops day.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, sorry. I forgot I was recording. Sorry. Right, we'll pop that up and see where we go from there. But anyway, happy fuck the cops day, everyone.